We're building something Australia has never seen before. A network powered by technology, grounded in compassion, and united by one purpose: to prove that homelessness can be solved. This is that story.
So we are currently at 95 referrals just for the month of September alone.
Let me provide some context quickly. At We Are Mobilised, we relentlessly and creatively seize opportunities to solve homelessness. That is our mission, and it's what drives everything we do. One of the most powerful tools we've built is our Kickstarter program, which provides rent and bond support for those on the edge of homelessness, those who've just secured housing but can't afford it, or those who've fallen into arrears. And we've distributed over $1.56 million, 330,000 of which in the last month alone. We understand that there are incredible charities around Australia that work face to face with people in need. We are the web that connects them, injecting financial support when and where they need it most. We've built relationships with charity partners and case managers across the country so that they can refer their clients in. Unfortunately, the demand is very, very real.
There are 122,000 people around this country experiencing homelessness.
So the more partners that can refer their clients in, the more people we can get into housing. Over the past 2 years, we've built systems, processes, and tech to make that support rapid, flexible, and scalable. The growth was steady, now it's exponential. And the more lives we get to change, the more excited we get.
Hey, 96! 99! We've 10x what we've been able to do just by being in this room and sticking at it and building all those relationships, all the tech. This is actually sick. It represents people in need, but on the positive side, our ability to actually help as many of those people as possible in a really, really short time frame.
We recently visited one of our incredible Kickstarter participants, Shay, and her amazing case manager, Ash. Shay's story is filled with warmth, gratitude, and courage, and we couldn't have been prouder to have played a small part in it. Shay shared her story not for herself, but to offer a voice to the voiceless, and that's at the heart of what we stand for. Shay is one of 600 people we've supported so far through our incredible network of charity partners across this country. And we never forget that every single one of those numbers is a story, a person who's had the opportunity to rewrite the next chapter of their life.
Mobilise helps in so many ways, particularly in a sense where you're not alone. You genuinely feel like you are supported. But to be able to help keep somebody's living situation stable, to help people in that way is crazy, and there needs to be more of it.
The best thing about Mobilise is just how quick and easy it is, and how much they trust my advocacy and what I have to say about my clients and their situation that they're in. And I'm able to get clients into their housing outcome in situations where they otherwise wouldn't be able to if it wasn't for Mobilise.
It means that you have more room and space to build your financial situation. It means you have more opportunity to study, to work towards goals that you might personally have. It's a pretty amazing gift to have.
To make all of this profound impact possible, we need funding, and we are so fortunate that much of ours has been crowdfunded. If you don't know who Nedd Brockmann is, in 2022 he ran across Australia in just 47 days, and in 2024 he ran 1,000 miles around an athletics track. Both times he did it to push the limits of human potential and to raise money for We Are Mobilise. He also founded an annual fundraising event called Nedd's Uncomfortable Challenge, where thousands of people across our country take on their own challenges for 10 days straight to push their own limits and to raise money for Mobilised. Because that funding is community driven, it is Untied, which gave us the freedom to step back, think bigger, and truly innovate. That freedom has been essential because we're not just here to help people, we're here to contribute to solving one of the most oldest and complex problems in the world. Funding in the homelessness sector is growing, yet the rate of homelessness itself has not declined. So we've gone deeper, listening to the people most affected, mapping the gaps in the system, and designing solutions that strike at the root of the problem, not just the symptoms. Untied funding is so important, and Danielle is about to share why, but also share a great example of how we can fill noticeable gaps in the system.
There's this thing called tied funding, which is basically when you get money to do something specific. The reason why this exists is to make sure that what we expect is going to get done, gets done. This is really important. It saves a lot of lives. It means that the sector can do what they need to do, and people ultimately get help. But it does come with some downsides. If your funding is tied to doing something specific, you can't really have any wiggle room to do something slightly different because you don't have permission to spend the money in that way, even if it might make the best outcome for the person who needs help. This is where Untied funding comes in, which is basically a superpower that we can give charities to make sure they can meet the needs of the people they're working with to the best of their ability. We got a call from a case manager, one of our partners. She was really stressed out. She'd been trying all day to get some brokerage, which is funding, from any organisation she could. No matter where she turned to, she couldn't find really rapid, flexible funding to be able to pay this bill and get this person on their way. The crazy thing is, the funding that she was looking for was only $98. So that's the beauty of Untied funding, and where the beauty of all of our donors and supporters come in that have enabled us to play that role and work with our friends in the sector to get those outcomes for people.
To stay stable and scale sustainably, we're also building new streams of support with our founder and CEO, Noah Yang, driving conversations with philanthropists to show the tangible impact we can create together. It's raining. Our partnership with Nedd is unique, and the upcoming conversation highlights this. It is a relationship built upon trust, friendship, and a shared mission. At its core, we're just two mates who want to help, support each other, and make a real difference.
Cool, we are here for an event alongside APS and PA where we're going to be talking about all things impact. So we're going to have fireside chat and a panel which is going to be facilitated by Fiona Higgins here, and I'll be chatting away with Nedd just about everything that we've been doing, and really keen to kind of raise awareness about what we're doing and what's possible as well to a whole new range of audience to hear about the mission. We had the opportunity to just actually look at the drawing board, look all the way around the world and say, how can we get closer to solving homelessness?
I wanted to see a small charity who wanted to do good, who had, innovative ways and almost freedom of doing whatever it is to make change and not having any thing holding them back in that pursuit. We didn't make an agreement. I saw the passion that pours out of Noah speaking about those who are less fortunate than ourselves. And there was a almost uniting force in, what we've got to do something about this. I'll do my best with my team to raise as much money as possible, and we'll hand it over because I trust. There's no hey, you better do this because we've raised this amount. It's like, we've done this because I trust you and what you're going to do. Whatever path you take, we trust it. And so it's not I wouldn't even call it a partnership. It's a mutual respect and trust that if this is going to happen here, then we will do our part here.
Once we had developed our innovative programs, we wanted to get them as far across the country and into as many hands as possible. To scale at that level, we've needed to work side by side with businesses that have already made life-changing machines at scale, learning from them as we grow. Canva has been a massive supporter on that journey, helping us to push the boundaries of what is possible. We recently spoke about how our collaboration with Canva is making meaningful impact in the community at the Tech Council of Australia Summit.
So how our programs look tangibly. We are at Canva HQ, just about to dive into a very special session. We're going to hear from Cliff and Nedd with a fireside chat. We're going to be sharing a little bit about the Mobilised journey, the relationship with Canva, and everything they've helped us unlock on the technology front, which leads to lives change. We just wanted to hang out around the Canva Tech barbershop, so we reached out to Robin and now we're here. It's been just transformational, not just for Mobilised, but homelessness.
Hard is a great reason to do something. Just like, the work we are doing with Mobilised. To shake up the way, doing good. We always get to a point, we get to this precipice, we go, I've raised enough money, I've gotten far enough. And there's always this precipice where we always go, that's enough. And it's like, no, it's not enough until it's done.
And that's what I want to show people.
I think the amazing work Canva already do, and just aligning with similar values. Whatever comes with the partnership, I'm forever grateful for, because it is impacting so many people's lives. And as you said, everyone has a story, everyone has something to tell, and there's stuff we can learn from people who've experienced something far worse than what we could have ever been through, and we can learn from those to apply the things we need to do in order to make significant change. And working with people like Clid from Canva make that happen exponentially. So forever grateful for the support, but it's just the beginning, and I'm sure we'll be able to transcend that in the future.
No, it's so good, especially that it's in Australia as well. As Ned always says, you walk past homeless every day, you don't realise that every single person has a story to tell on why they're there and their trials and tribulations. And so everything Mobilised is doing to help that problem and get those people back into society, or just give them a hand up, is incredible work.
Proper impact to real humans.
For sure, yeah, it's when you throw stats and numbers and all these things around, you can go, oh, it's only 500, but when you get in a room of 500 people and you speak to 500 people, it's a lot of people. And as we said, everyone has a story. If you multiply that and you see the impact that can have, and it's the exponential growth that is the really cool, exciting part. But even if we've just helped those 500, I'm just as grateful.
What are you doing for it, and how you doing that?
Oh, okay, I was inspired by Ned's 100 Ks a day running across Australia, so I thought, what is middle-aged, slightly overweight version of that? And it's 10 Ks a day for 10 days, which is 100 K. So far I've been training, but I've kind of flared up an old injury in my foot, so I'm on a deload, I just found out it was called. And I'm ramping up again next week, and I'm going to hit this thing, baby, whether it's rain, hail or shine, injuries or whatever, I'm pushing through.
That was sick.
First, we focused on providing housing stability. Then we realised the next step was to create social mobility, offering our participants the chance to build meaningful futures through employment. So that's exactly what we've done with our flagship employment pathway, developed alongside the wonderful team at Toll. We recently met with their senior leadership team in Brisbane to explore how we can get even more areas of their business on board. We also spoke with some of our first employment participants to hear firsthand what the experience has been like so far.
Our objective is to get as many people as possible who want to work at Toll, to make sure that they can decide what they want to do with their lives.
So I think I was here for about 18 months trying to find one. It was just trying to find a job, nothing. It was out there really that would interest me, and it happened like within a week, I think it was. So it's been giving me like a lot more purpose and meaning. I feel like I've not just doing nothing with my life anymore. Like I wake up, I know what I'm doing, I have this to do, go there. I'm excited to see the different sort of job opportunities that came up, because I've been thinking about getting a forklift license to be able to do more of the different roles at work. It's just changed my perspective on things, like how I need to be supporting. It's not just me anymore and me and April, it's me and April and Eden as well. Thank you for giving me and everyone else a chance, really. It's meant a lot and changed all three of our lives, really. It's given us an opportunity to be able to go and live life in a different way and experience different things, so I'm really thankful.
I really want to introduce you to Mobilised today, so you get more of a perspective on, more broadly, how you might think about people coming into your part of the business and how we might be able to help people.
When we realised that employment was that missing link.
Toll's established a partnership with Mobilised, and what we're doing is we're helping people that are homeless or were homeless in finding a role within our organisation. This is a really exciting opportunity for Toll, helping people in their careers and establishing careers and just creating a real purpose in their life. What's really important is creating that journey for them into a career, and sometimes it's really hard to break into that cycle of finding a job. The personal stories that I've heard from these people create real meaning. We're quite excited about this. Is early days for us, and we're really excited about the people that we can have a life-changing effect on.
Okay, sorry, I should have given you the word up.
The charity sector isn't known for being at the cutting edge of tech. Many systems are still outdated, fragmented, and manual. We are changing that. We're building automation into everything we do, creating centralized platforms where our community can connect and our case managers can seamlessly refer their participants in need. Speed is everything in this work. When someone is approved for housing, first month's rent and bond is usually required within 48 hours, sometimes even on that same day. Traditional systems require people to apply weeks in advance to receive that funding. If the timing doesn't align, they risk losing that housing offer and going to the back of long wait lists, sometimes up to 4 years long. That's why we've designed our systems for rapid, flexible response, ensuring participants receive those funds the moment they need it. We're also developing an AI chatbot and automated tools to simplify referrals and document processing, removing the friction from a system that's too often slow and overwhelming, especially for those who are vulnerable and need support. All this allows us to scale without limits, affecting more people faster and changing more lives across the country. That sounds pretty good.
Housing had called me and told me it's a 4-year wait to get a house. So we had to move around for a few months and stuff like that. Then it got to the point where I was telling them, I'm applying for these houses, I've been accepted, I can't afford the bond. And that's when they mentioned you guys. And then that all, come into plan and helped dramatically. It's hard. It's being a mum doing that sort of stuff. Yeah. Definitely amazing. I'm really happy that, my little bub's got somewhere permanent and happy to stay, and he's happy.
Everyone deserves an opportunity, and at We Are Mobilised, our mission is to make that a reality. We are not slowing down. We will not stop until homelessness is solved in Australia. But this isn't a solo adventure. It's going to take a collaborative effort from the entire sector, as well as the mobilisation of the whole nation. And the fun thing is, everyone can be part of this change, so follow along for the journey.